Hi guys, Sea Falcon here. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we got some stuff for Midna. That's it. We also kind of visited the castle. Wait a minute, that wasn't the last episode. That was my last recording session. Excuse me, because I do two to three episodes at once. So that's what we did, and now apparently we've got to find the Tears of Light. Or something to that effect in this area. The land we once knew as Faron Woods now is covered with the dark aura of Twilight. Even though it's not really that dark, but the evilness kind of makes it seem like that. And especially when you try to walk toward the Spirit Spring, and 3 Twilight messengers have come to say hello. And ow! One of them bitch slapped me! And actually, I've had that problem several times when fighting these guys. You want to get them separated, because if you don't, that can happen, and since they take an entire heart away, if it happens 3 times, you're dead. And it's very easy to die early on in the game because of that, because the first time playing, you won't know that can happen. You also won't know the first time you play the game that if you don't kill all 3 at once, the last one alive will shriek and bring them all back to life. As Midna just described here. And once that happens, all you gotta do is go talk to her, and she'll give you a new move. The energy field. This is basically an ending blow type of move, because it instantly kills any enemy within the radius. no, within the circumference of the diameter circumference of the circle, because it is that powerful. Midna is such a strong young girl. Okay, well, a Twilight girl who has powers beyond comprehension, it appears. But thanks for tagging along, either way, we appreciate it. Anyway, the lamentation of the evil spirit spring. Evil spirit? No, this is the actual spirit. It was possessed by evil. And now the light is almost perished from it. And I don't know why I feel like talking like a philosopher today, but I'm just gonna keep going with it. Well, after the fact I mentioned that this spirit just goes on and on and on, explaining that people who dwell in this darkness are as spirits. And we already know that from Hyrule Castle. The soldiers were spirits. And now the actual light spirits are spirits. And this one will give you a vessel of light. And what happens with a vessel of light is that it'll collect these things called tears of light. And when you collect all tears of light, you will push back the twilight that has covered this land. And maybe, just maybe, you'll turn back into your former self. Right? 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 Well, I guess we better get started then. We're not gonna find out. It's just standing here questioning it, are we? Anyways. He tells you again, find the insects of darkness, and that the insects of darkness are those little dots that appeared on your map. They are marked off by the spirit, and so it won't be difficult to find them. However, one thing that can be annoying, and I didn't explain this in the text, they can only be seen in spirit form. You have to hit the X button and use your senses to actually see these guys. See, there they are. We got 2 of them right here. You can use the energy force field to go after them, but because they move so much, it's kind of hard to actually hit them even with that, because they move so... Some enemies can move quickly enough to actually dodge that. Which you probably wouldn't think that, considering how quickly the wolf pounces after you release the button, but... These little creatures have found a way. We got some Twilight Deku Babas. They're just normal Deku Babas, but made out of the pixel glitches of Twilight. Is that what you want to call those little squares? I don't know. That's what they're kind of made out of. Yes, Twilight's just a bunch of black squares that are pixel glitches just floating in midair. Floating around. That's all Twilight is. That's not even evil. That's just glitches. Alright, this little bug here, you saw he was on the side of a building. If any bug is on the side of a building, you need to hit the building. Ram into the building and they'll fall off. And start running around like a fucking crazy ass thing like that. Thank you. If you start to see a purple spark running, that means they're gonna electrocute themselves for a few seconds. Don't jump at it. They will hurt you. You're a wolf. You're not immune to electric. You're not immune to electric shock. Not that I don't think a player would think that they're immune to that, but yeah, you're a wolf. It's a new form. Maybe you think you got some kind of special power. I don't know. Personally, I enjoy the wolf form very much, although I think having a short sword and shield, it feels a bit more natural. Which, what? Look at these bugs. Oh man, Koro scared, but what is he looking at? Oh. See, the thing is, I always thought this funny, because the first time he's talking, you don't know what the hell he's talking about, because you don't even see any bugs in there. Although, and then he can't, remember, he can't see you, so he thinks they just died, which is also one of the, kind of a hilarious dialogue. I find it amusing every time a spirit in this game says the bugs just died, and you'll see that line a few more times. In fact, you'll see it at the very end of this mission. When the last couple of tiers, there's something nearby that says that. Back to an interesting little thing for a moment. In that I wanna, as I try to get these two guys here, careful not to jump in the cave, because you will need to go that way in a second, but a couple little interesting discussions here, which I want to bring up regarding this. I prefer the GameCube version of Twilight Princess to the Wii version by far, and the reason why is not just because, oh, I feel the, GameCube controller in my hand is more natural. By the way, there's a little shortcut you can use in the cave. You can get from the start to the end, like so. You can only do it as a wolf, of course, but anyway, as I was saying, I prefer the GameCube version. I feel more natural with the GameCube controller in my hand than a Wiimote, because my sensor bar seems to be a little bit iffy on reading the motion. Which, to tell you the truth, although whoa, purple fog, I just died. Yep, I can't jump in that stuff. Yeah, I don't. Now, when you first see that, your first thought probably isn't to jump in it anyway. Your first thought probably is actually to, your first thought's probably to get over on one of the sides and see if Mindy can't help you, and she can. That's how you're supposed to do it. That would be the first thing I would think of. That's the first thing I thought of. But anyway, the reason why I say I prefer the GameCube version to the Wii version, well, here's the thing. Even if you like the Wii version of Twilight Princess, the way the controls work in it they're not bad, but once you've played Skyward Sword, they seem pretty crappy, actually. Because Skyward Sword pretty much has, the Wiimote, you have full control of, attacking things. With the sword, you can swing it any fucking direction you want, and it's awesome. And you can attack really fast and everything. Twilight Princess, it's a little bit more stiff. I mean, you can swing the sword, but it doesn't have full motion. It just swings right in front of you, which, again, that was kind of to be expected with, because Nintendo's, Twilight Princess was a really big test for the Wii mode, and it's what it could do. I mean, I know they made Wii Sports, and, they gave out Wii Sports with the console and all that, but, which obviously uses the Wiimote's functions very well, but hey, this is a Zelda game. This is a big franchise here, and you're introducing something like that. You gotta, for a first attempt, it wasn't all that bad. It's just, I prefer the GameCube controller. Again, feels more natural. Same thing when I'm playing like Brawl and all that. Anyway, so that's my thing about what version I like. Now, back on topic here for a minute. You saw the 3 bugs on a tree stump a minute ago. Not too hard. And now you see 2 bugs that are underground. They burrow themselves. And what happens is you can dig them out. Which, again, I'm that's probably common sense to figure that out, but you can still possibly get stumped by it a little bit. Sorry, someone's upstairs. Sorry, just got distracted for a second. Someone's upstairs in my house right now, and they're making a lot of noise, and it's kind of... I don't know who it is. Anyway. So we gotta kill these guys right here. The Twilight Messengers. Something I didn't explain is you don't have to kill all 3 left. You don't have to kill all 3 of them at once. With that energy field, all you gotta do is make sure that there's 1, or that you can kill 1 if it's separate from the other 2, and then kill the other 2 with the energy field. That works. Also, you saw a random bridge just sitting there, which admittedly that seems way out of place. It is. That's obviously way out of place. You'll find out later where that's actually supposed to be. So, memorize the fact that that's there for now, because you're going to have to come back here later to get it. And now, oh no, poor monkey! Yep, even the monkeys are scared of the bugs. She wants some help, and there we go. You just kill those 2 bugs right there. And again, the monkey will act confused, saying, "Someone help me?" Because she can't see you again, so she knows someone did, but it's kind of like, what? And then she mentions that the boss went funny in the head. And about the kids going through the woods and all that. Now, does that mean the leader of the monkeys turns evil and turning all his little cronies into doing weird things? Or are there more of those monkeys going to the village asking for help the whole time? Anyway, we will find out the answer to that question real soon, actually. But for now, the vessel lights full, and magically, just like that, the twilight disappears. Perfect. Midna, shut up. I'm trying to save my friends, and you said, "Oh, that depends on your actions." But when I go against what you want, you start complaining.